down the fort last week?
Yeah, it was a blast.
That's right.
Yeah, not enjoying.
Nice. That's really cool.
It was.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So glad to see all of you and welcome. Bruchim Habayim. Special hello, shalom to those watching the live stream from the comfort of your home. I'm Rabbi Matt Berger. Pleased to be with you here this Shabbat evening. I'm joined on the bima representing our Board of Trustees, Pam Cohen. As always, our cantorial soloist, Allison Rosoff, and down on the ivories, our accompanist, Joy Katzen-Guthrie. Many thanks to Paula Rosoff for holding down the fort last Friday evening alongside Allison, members of her family, and Joy. That must have been very special to see. I'm back from vacation. It was a very nice one. I'll share a little bit more about it later in the sermon slot, so to speak. We're going to begin with the singing of Or Zarua, which means light is sown for the righteous, the Sadiq, or the Sadiqim, and radiance for the upright. You'll find all of the prayers, Hebrew transliteration in English, on the screen. For those who'd like to open a prayer book in our Sidur, Mishkan Tefillah, you'll find the section of Kabbalat Shabbat prayers, which feature Psalms in the 90s on page 14, the bottom stanza in Hebrew. Here would like to join us on the bima to help us bring in the lights of Shabbat. Feel free to come forward or over. We'll be singing Debbie Friedman's Light These Lights, and the blessing, the bracha for the lighting is found on 2.
See the way to you, and let us say Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
To our lovely quartet, we say Yasher Koach, well done to each and every one of you. Thank you for bringing presence of Shabbat into the sanctuary. Finally, some rain. I've been doing my Honi the circle maker. It's an old Talmudic story about this guy named Honi who did circles, and people asked him why he did circles, and he said it was for the rain. So it worked. It's great. Doesn't work all the time, and it didn't with Honi. But one time it worked exactly as he had planned. So we're going to continue now that we've lit the Shabbos candles with a special prayer for the state of Medinat Yisrael, state of Israel. Feel free to join me. O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, shield the state of Israel beneath the wings of your love. Shelter it with your canopy of peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Bless the soldiers of the Israel Defense Forces and all who stand guard to protect our people. Keep them from all trouble and injury. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. We're going to continue after the psalm portion of the Kabbalat Shabbat, receiving Shabbat service. We turn to page 24 for the words of Shalom Aleichem, which calls to mind the two Shabbat angels, the good and the not so good, who always wanted to see a nicely set Shabbat table that accompany us every week on Shabbat only. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Allison will lead us in the half-or Chatzi Kaddish, page 26.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah b'yoma divrach u'tev yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei de kol beit Yisrael bagala uv'yizman kariv v'yemaru amen. le'alam ul'almei omaya yitbarach yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitala shemei kudesha b'richu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushmechata v'nechemata damiran be'ama v'yamaru amen.
With Shema and its blessings, which begins with a call to prayer on 28. Please rise. Join me on page 31, Mariv Arvim for the evening. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. And on 33, great love, wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works in the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. We'll sing Open Up Our Eyes.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us You are one, and we will know that you are one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malachuto Le'olam Vaed.
Feel free to be seated. We will sing a beautiful setting of the V'ahavta, written by Julie Silver, Love Adonai, your God. The text of the Hebrew on 36. Love Adonai, your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise. Bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be a symbol between your eyes. Write them on the doorpost of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise, and when you rise, and when you rise. Let's turn to a reading that you'll find on page 39, words of truth and faith, as they're called in Hebrew, emet ve'emunah. Join me. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we are taught wherever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness. There is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Let's sing Micha Mocha, our prayer of freedom.
Who is like you? No one, no one. Who is like you, God? like you? No one. Who is like you, oh God? Who is like you? No one, no one. Who is like you, oh God?
Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. On 42, join us as we sing words of shelter the prayer, Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom. Ve'amidenu shomreinu L'chaim.
Uvrokat shlomecha, uvros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai.
Guard us from all harmful things.
O Adonai, keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light.
Keep us, God,
Wrong from right. Amen.
Blessed are you, guardian of Israel. Shelter of peace is spread over us, Israel, and Jerusalem. We're going to continue now with our standing prayers, the words of the tefillah, which begin on 46, as we ask God to open our lips. Let's rise together.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chazadim Tovim Ve'konei Hakol V'zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot Umevi Geula Livnei Vneihem Lema'an Shemo Be'ava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayei Hakol Atah Rav Le'oshia Morid Hatal Mechachel Chaim Bechesed Mechayei Hakol Berachamim Rabim סומך נופלים ורופאים ומתיר אסורים ומחיים אמונתו לשני עפר מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Feel free to be seated. One more. We're going to continue with blessings 4 through 7 of the Tefillah. First, a prayer for the holiness of Shabbat, Kiddushat Hayom, you'll find on 55. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat, words of prayer, service of the heart. On the bottom of the following page, blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion. Baruch atah Adonai Hamachazir Shechinato L'Tzion. Let's all think of something that we have to be grateful for or give thanks to in the past week as we recite words of Hoda'ah on page 59. Baruch atah Adonai Hatov Shimcha U'cha Na'eh V'chodot. And our prayer of Shalom, of peace, is found on 60. Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people, Israel, with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, havarech et amo Yisrael, Shalom. Allison will lead us in meditation, words found on 62.
רצון רפי רצון רפי להגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני
We'll continue now with our prayer of healing, Mishaverach, that you'll find on 253. We call to mind and to heart at this time members of our community and beyond: Joanne Beeman-Fiddleman, Hope Brown, Michael Bruno, Tyler Chang, Corey De Vincente, Heather Felser, Harry Fleisch, David Friedlander, Susan Gadd, Aubrey Guy, Jeff Hirsch, Kathy Howard, Tara Inskeep, Brian Kagan, Jerry Longerich, Marnell Pluchok, Barbara Randall, Adrian Rondon, Stephanie Ross, Marissa Levy, Jeff Stark, Grace Tribbiano, Ginger Valenote, and Minnie Weiss. If there are any other names you'd like to add for healing, feel free to do so.
My father, George Stark. Misheberach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
The Goldberg family was enjoying Kiddush lunch after Shabbat services when little Rivka asked her father, Abba, what's the highest number that you've ever counted up to? Off the top of his head, he didn't know, so he decided to ask her the same question. Rivka quickly replied, 5,372. Her father was amazed and said, wow, that's a pretty big number, but tell me, why did you stop there? With a smile, Rivka replied, that's when the rabbi's speech was over. At 165 words a minute, I don't know what that would be to 5,372, but I can tell you that's about 2 high holiday sermons, at least, for me. Ever since people learned to count, numbers have held special meaning. Some are considered lucky, others unlucky. In East Asian cultures, I've learned that the numbers 3, 7, and 12 are considered lucky, while the number 4 is avoided mostly for phonetic reasons, as chi in Chinese, shi in Japanese, and sa in Korean sound nearly identical to the word for death. Here in the US, number 10 is officially the luckiest number, while the fear of 13 which is, and this is a mouthful, called triskaidekaphobia, stems from Norse mythology as well as Christian tradition. The former because the special Valhalla dinner party of 12 gods was crashed by the trickster Loki, who was the 13th and uninvited guest, and the latter because Judas, the apostle who was said to betray Jesus, was the 13th arrival at the Last Supper, leading to all manner of blame against the Jewish community for many, many centuries. All this being said, it should come as no surprise that numbers, lists, and summaries play a very important role in Jewish tradition. The practice of gematria, which is Hebrew numerology, exemplifies this well. It originally developed from ancient number letter systems in the Near East. But the common system that many Jews use, which is assigning numerical values to Hebrew letters, became widespread just about 2,100 years ago. And to this day, it's used to explain all sorts of hidden meanings in sacred text as well as in life. I'll share two examples. The first is very well known. Chai, meaning life, is a combination of two Hebrew letters, Chet, which is 8, and Yud, which is 10. It's why many donations of tzedakah or monetary gifts for birthdays or bar mitzvahs or weddings end in multiples of 18, 36, 54, and so on. More far afield and far less known are the 318 men Abraham takes to rescue his nephew Lot from a coalition of 4 kings. It's found in the book of Genesis. It just so happens that the 6-letter Hebrew name of his trusty steward, Eliezer, corresponds to the same number, 318, leading our sages to deduce that Abraham really didn't take an army alongside him, just Eliezer himself. Recently, I was able to experience the meaning of gematria firsthand. It occurred while on vacation with my family, far, far afield of Tampa Bay. There in Oahu, I reached a lifelong goal to visit all 50 states, an accomplishment many, many years in the making. And wouldn't you know it, the gematria of the words sea and land, corresponding to the words Yam and Adamah, are, guess what? 50. I'll ask our tech team to share the number 50 on the screen. Believe it or not, there's actually a all 50 states club. It works on the honesty principle. You can go on their website if you're interested. Even if you went to 38, you can preemptively join. If you say that you visited 50, they take your word for it. And for the modest price of admission, you receive, and I will at a certain point, a t-shirt, a lapel pin, and a personalized certificate marking the achievement. With the number 50 fresh in my mind, I was determined to see where else this number is used in Judaism. In the Bible, the number 50 occurs with quite a lot of frequency, usually in terms of weights or measurements or compensation. For example, the width of Noah's Ark was how many cubits? 50. And if you're interested, the cubit is an ancient unit of measurement, which is the distance between your elbow and the end of your longest figure. So it's 50 of those wide. On a lighter note, Noah was said to welcome his sons Shem, Ham, what a name, and Japheth into the world at the age of 500, which is 50 times 10, and without multivitamins, good for Noah. The spiritual countdown that begins on the second day of Passover, Pesach, which leads to Shavuot, another festival called the Feast of Weeks, is exactly 50 days. It's 7 weeks of 7 days, plus the festival day itself. In a similar fashion, every 50th year, in a 7-by-7 cycle of years, is called a Jubilee or Yovel. Any of you grow up with Friendly's ice cream? So it's kind of like an East Coast, Northeast thing. Friendly's ice cream, they had this thing called a Jubilee roll, and it was very good for the people who liked it. But the Yovel or Jubilee that's found in the book of Leviticus talks about a time during this year that there would be comprehensive economic, social, and spiritual resets. The number 50 also appears in rabbinic thought. In the Talmud, that big collection of Jewish law and lore, we learn that poverty Jewish mysticism, also known as Kabbalah, it's said that there are 50 gates of Binah, or understanding. I'll ask our tech team to share a really beautiful artistic representation of the 50 gates done by an artist from Sfat in the hilltop north of Israel. Whereas each individual gate, according to the mystics, ascends levels of intuition, understanding, and divine consciousness. Evidently, the only person to reach the highest and 50th gate was the prophet Moses himself. Another mystical text called the Zohar, or Book of Splendor, speaks to the spiritual transformation of the Israelites over the course of just 50 days. According to tradition, only 50 days elapsed between the Exodus from Egypt, splitting the Red Sea, and the day the Torah was given to the people at Mount Sinai, a step-by-step spiritual ascent where the Jewish nation was transformed from a broken group of slaves into a holy community, a Kehillah Kedoshah, ready to receive God's revelation. And finally, the number 50 is found in Pirkei Avot, which translates to Ethics of the Fathers. It's a part of the Mishnah, which was the predecessor book of law to the Talmud. Here we're taught, at the age of 5, one is fit to learn the Bible. At the age of 10, one's ready to study the Mishnah. At 13, to do mitzvot, sacred obligations. At 15, to learn Talmud. At 18, for marriage. At 20, for pursuing goals, or in other words, get a job. And at 30, for strength. At 40, for wisdom. At 50, for counsel and advice. But it continues. At 60, for old age. Didn't have Noah's pills. At 70, for gray hairs. Probably start before then. At 80, for heroism. At 90, to bend over, a posture issue. And at 100, it's as if one has died and passed away from the world. Much has been written about every single item on this list. But zeroing in on 50, for counsel and advice, the Hebrew phrase is ben chamishim le'etzah. So why is 50 age for advice? Well, it's likely tied to the mandatory retirement age of the ancient Levite priests, which was 50 years old, an early and effective example of term limits. At that time, the role of the retired priest was to provide advice or counsel, or in Hebrew, eitzah, to the younger generation of priests by teaching them the laws and nuances of the temple service. By the age of 50, I would hope that all of us have gained knowledge and experience. It's also more likely that people at 50 have found a peace of mind, a sense of shalom. And perhaps most importantly, at 50, we've gained the ability to think carefully and weigh options before offering advice or counsel. In so many ways, our tradition teaches the years that we experience help refine our character and refine wisdom. While modern society tends to worship youth, Jewish tradition doesn't always feel that way. And it reminds us that we have much to learn from those who are 50 and beyond. One final note about the number 50. It happens to be found in this week's double portion of Torah. I'll ask our tech team to share the illustrated Torah, which is actually right outside the sanctuary as well, which is a beautiful work of the artist Michal, who lives in Venice in the Jewish quarter there. In the closing chapters of Numbers, in the Parsha Maseh, which means journeys, the text describes the 42 stops or encampments or stages of the Israelites' long trek through the desert wilderness. Yet in the 50th verse of chapter 33, the text decisively shifts, marking the transition from the Israelites' past travels to future instructions regarding how to behave and what to do when they enter Eretz Israel, the Promised Land. Having recently watched Toy Story in the movie theater, it's a very, very good movie if you've watched 1, 2, 3, and 4. Moses' advice regarding the Israelites' future kind of reminds me of Buzz Lightyear's great catchphrase, to infinity and beyond. It's over 50, but it's a nice one nevertheless. Shabbat Shalom. Less than 5,372 words, thankfully. We're going to continue with the Aleinu. Any gentlemen here would like to come forward to help open the ark? Come on up. You'll find the adoration, the Aleinu, on 282. Please rise as the ark is opened.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, l'teit gedula le'otzer breshit, shelo asanu kigolye haratzot, velo samanu k'mishber harama, shelo sam kelkenu kaem, ve'gar aleinu ke'ramonam, ba'anaknu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei nelech malachei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai le'melech al kol ha'aretz, bayom ha'hu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo
Feel free to be seated. Let's all say Yasher Koach, well done, to our wonderful trio. We're going to continue now with the words of Mourner's Kaddish, Kaddish Yatom, that you'll find on 294. We first call to mind and to heart families in the period of Shloshim, first 30 days mourning their loved ones. We remember fondly Amy Kinslinger, cousin of Judy Knoll, Caitlin Morera, granddaughter of Ellen Sorrentino, and Evie, daughter of Evie Morera, Regina Putterman, relative of Paula Rosoff, and Phyllis Waller-King, sister of Sid and Tel. We also mark the yard site Morris Brand, Stephen Kane, Albert Cohen, Molly Cohen, Benjamin Dorman, Sylvia Eisner, Curtis Ford, Mark Friedman, Lillian Freifeld, Roberta Hoffman, Ruth Killen, Bonnie Klein, Sylvia Klein, Stephen Kligerman, Harold Cronenberg, Phil Lowe, Sylvia Uziel, Bud Rothschild, Nahama Schwartzstein, Richard Sherman, Samuel Schlafer, Jeffrey Siegel, Jack Solomon, and Pauline Unger. Are there any other names to add for 30 days or yard site? Yes? We say, Zichronam Livracha, may the memories of these good people continue to be a blessing in their loved ones' lives as we rise to offer the words of Kaddish praise together. Yikadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'yamad yibrach yirutei v'yamlit malchutei, v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'kol beit Yisrael, v'agalav v'zman kariv v'imru.
Amen.
Yehei shmei rabbah mivarach le'olam u'amei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal, shemei d'kudusha b'richu. La'elam kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, ta'miran b'yoma v'imru.
Amen.
Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru.
Amen.
May the one who causes peace in the heavens cause peace to descend on us, Israel, and throughout the world, as we say, Amen.
V'imru, 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 amen. V'imru, 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 amen.
Feel free to be seated and join us in the chanting of the Shabbat Kiddush blessing over the fruit of the vine, found on page 5 in the prayer book. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'yavahu v'ratzon inilanu zikaron le'maseh b'reshit ki hu yom tehillah le'nifrei kodesh zeher l'tziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha v'yavahu v'ratzon inotanu. Baruch atah Adonai v'kadesh ha-Shabbat.
Amen.
I am delighted. Time for the hollow. Pam Cohen has been waiting very patiently to share our Shabbat announcements.
Just in time to have my mouth full. Shabbat Shalom. Many thanks to Rabbi Matt, Allison, and Joy for leading a wonderful service, along with our greeters, Gary and Joan, and our tech team, Brad and Frank. Take me out to the ball game. Join the Brotherhood's family night game at the Clearwater Threshers, Saturday, July 25th. $18 for adults. It includes food and free for kids. Rabbi Matt's Nosh and Knowledge series on Musar, correct? Musar, okay. Musar character development will resume on Monday, July 27th at 5:30 p.m. in person or on Zoom. His Intro into Judaism Zoom class on the Shabbat service will take place Monday, August 3rd at 5:30 p.m. Sisterhood's Honey fundraiser is underway. Just $18 for an 8-ounce jar and a personalized card that arrives in time for Rosh Hashanah. Next week, Paula Rosoff will lead the services with Allison and Joy. And an extra special personal thanks, Rabbi Matt, Allison, and Joy. I love your personal interpretations and added music that make our services so joyful. After services, everyone, please join us for Oneg refreshments in the social hall. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much. Toda Rabah. Let's sing for our closing song. You're not going to find these words in the prayer book, but you will find them on the screen. A song simply called Olam, which means world, written by Rabbi Menachem Predator a number of years back. Olam Esed Yibane Yalalai Alai Yalalai Olam Esed Yibane Yalalai Alai Yalalai Olam Esed Yibane Yalalai I will build this world from love. You must build this world from love. And if we build this world from love, then God will build this world from love. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So glad you're here to join us to celebrate Shabbat.